Today I'll be making a paper diorama using the dies from the new Poppystamps collection. They are Weeping Willow Tree and Weeping Willow Archway, Cottage Gate and Cottage Fence, and Butterfly Sprinkles. I'll also be using a Stitch Landscapes die set. So I've cut a strip of cardstock 4 1/4 inch wide, and I'm going to define the position of the first hill of my landscape. After that, I will decide where the other two hills will be. So I've made 3 hills plus an additional small one. Now I'm going to add some shading with the distress inks. I'll be using antique linen and some tea dye. For the fence, I'm slightly rubbing the tea dye distress ink onto the die cuts with my finger. This will make the wood grain texture stand out. To make a box, I'm cutting some strips out of chipboard. And I'm trimming 2 of them to 5 1/2 inches. To make them white, I'm gluing a piece of printer paper on the one side. And now I'm going to score a piece of cardstock at 1/8 and 1/4 of an inch. You'll see what I mean in a moment. Here is the pattern we should get. Now I'm going to cut this piece into strips. And now I'm scoring each strip. And that is what I was making, a bunch of L-shaped pieces. I will use these L-shapes to attach my die cuts to the box. I'm adhering the shorter 1/8 of an inch flap to the die cut. It will be very simple to understand when you see the result. Here is what I was going for, a flap on each side of a die cut. And now I'll do the same to all the heels as well. I'll be using the smallest heel to attach the fence and the gate. Next, I'm adhering strips of double-sided tape to all the flaps. To assemble my diorama, I am attaching the first layer to the chipboard strips. To attach the bottom of a box, I am measuring the length of the strip. It will depend on how thick your chipboard is. Then I'll be trimming it down. We'll need 2 pieces. Now I'm adhering the bottom to the walls with a hot glue. I'll be attaching all the layers one by one right next to where the previous flap ends. This way there will be 1/4 of an inch distance between all the layers. Then I'm adhering the top part. Now I am randomly adding some butterflies to the landscape. I'm attaching a strip of white paper on the outside of the shadow box, and I'm using a stylus to score it at the corners. I'm measuring my box to make a frame. Its size will depend on the thickness of the chipboard. To adhere the frame, I'm using the hot glue. I'll also be attaching a piece of vellum at the back of my box. I'm going to add 2 more butterflies right at the vellum background. And this is it. We now have a pretty summer landscape in a box. Here are some close-ups of the finished project. Because I used vellum for the background, it will also look very interesting when backlit. And here are some more videos to watch, as well as the list of supplies for this video. Thanks for watching and welcome back tomorrow for another tutorial. See you!